Toastmasters and guests, please welcome James Evans with his speech entitled Human Behaviour and the Unconscious Mind. Human Behaviour and the Unconscious Mind, James Evans.
While I'm getting to my matter of housekeeping, I'll take the opportunity to speak my mind on the matter of how we have had to listen to a blizzard of words about English cricket players stuck to the gunners with a blizzard of pharmaceuticals and other mind-altering substances taking advantage of their visitors. Now, and no doubt, before the series is over, there'll be a blizzard of other gross abnormalities of behaviour, no doubt. So, thank you. Now, tonight's topic is human behaviour and the unconscious mind. You do have, we do have an unconscious mind. Agreed?
Yes.
Good. Just in case any of you are in any doubt, I'm going to ask you to join with me in a little exercise. I think you should all be able to do this, even. So if you look and place with your right hand, I want you to place your thumb and your middle finger together. Right? Now what you do, now we need you, Matt. With your right hand, it's on the middle finger, Matt. That'll be just right. We really need holistic participation.
Middle finger.
I want you to bring it round like this, and place it right on your chin, okay?
Oh.
3, do not move.
On your chin, down there.
Obviously, some of you have placed it on your cheek, and the others have placed it on your chin. The question is, what part of you made that decision? I placed it on my cheek, but I did say chin. But somewhere in each one of you, a decision was made, chin or cheek. Now, you could say some of you operate visually and follow the visual cue. Others of you operate through the auditory sense primarily, and you follow the verbal cues. Okay? The point is that that decision and that process was done unconsciously. Have you any idea how much we do unconsciously? It is vast. I'm going to present to you a small model of the mind and behaviour, and look at the unconscious processes involved. Can you read the words from where you're sitting?
No.
Okay, as I go. This is a model, not the model. There are many models of the human mind, and some actually have very ancient models, and some have some relatively new models. Some have no mind at all, unfortunately. The mind is made up essentially of this. This is symbolic. This is that which we use to deal with the outer world on a day-to-day basis. We call consciousness or ego consciousness. It's that thing that we call I, the small I, not the inner big I, which is something else. Okay? Underneath this is the vast unconscious mind. You will accept that, I hope you will accept, that the outcomes that each one of us is manifest for ourselves in day-to-day living and in our lifetime is a direct result of our own behaviour. Whether you do or you do not do, you are behaving. Agree? And in fact, we can actually be subjected to capital punishment for our inability to for our action in not doing. For example, you can be sent to jail for failing to stop at an accident, okay, because you did not do. Do or not do, you are behaving. Your behaviour will give you outcomes. If the outcomes are good, you'll get positive feedback. If the outcomes are negative, they'll give you negative feedback. The question is, what generates our behaviour? Without going into, obviously this is a vast area, and for me to cover it in 5 to 7 minutes is a deliberate choice. So, for a very good reason. The essence is that within this model, we carry psycho-emotional residue. That is, an interaction of our emotional experiences in a pre-conscious period, under 7 years of age, and interacting with our personality. The essence of it is it leaves a residue of repressed emotions, limiting beliefs, and parts. I might just add that all of this is taken from well-established psychological and psychotherapeutic models. Okay? Most of this is based on a discipline called neuro-linguistic programming. So what we have here is these repressed emotions, these limiting beliefs, and these parts. And to clarify, a limiting belief is something that you believe in spite of strong evidence from the environment to the contrary. I can't have a good relationship. You might have 20 or 30 men queuing up the door, but trying to get you to go out. Not in my case, of course, I'm thinking from a lady's point of view. I wouldn't go out with those boys. So, but the essence of it is that you could have so much positive feedback from the community, and yet you still believe something negative about yourself. You're being conditioned, you have an internal belief system which is limiting your capacity for full self-expression. There can be billions of them. The ultimate extremes of limiting beliefs are the ones that you see around religious sickness, I call it. In any event, these things, parts are where you have one part wants to do this and one part wants to do that. You'll hear it in people's speech when they say, I'd like to do this, but. So the essence of it is, the vast majority of this is unconscious in us. We do not know that it is there, and it is generating our behaviour. The source of this material, and I'm not going into any detail, is two parts. One is experiential, or our personal experience, our family experience, our inherited experience, interacting with our particular personality typology. That produces the specific nature, and it is a very specific nature, that makes up the unconscious content that is governing your behaviour. That's it. That's the model. This is the unconscious mind. You do have one. It does contain these types of things which are unconsciously controlling your behaviour and my behaviour. Freedom comes from bringing these to the surface and dealing with them. Thank you.